takes running this one out. Steps out of bounds. That return's good for about 25. The Falcons just gave up some big turnover points. Let's see if they can hold on to the football this time, Phil, because we know how crucial it is. We talked to the coaches about it this week. This was their concern with this team.
Well, if you want to stay on the field, you better quit turning it over, right, Jim? That's what the coaches look. You make mistakes on the field, they're going to be forgiving to a point, but you got to be smart, you got to be efficient, and get the job done.
That short pass play picked up 6. It's now 2nd down and 4. Coleman's going to secure the handoff. And he's tackled, but not until he picked up the 1st down.
If you're running back and you want more carries, do things like this. Read the defense right, read the blocking, and pick up 1st downs. That's a really good job by the running back.
The Falcons decked out in a lot of pink. And we see pink throughout the building. It's Breast Cancer Awareness Month in the NFL. Cam Newton takes a look now from under center. 1st and 10. Coleman's handed the football. Here's our look at the Falcons offense, starting with the offensive line. They're right up there in the top 5 when it comes to running the football, and that's not a surprise to anyone. 2nd down coming up. The Buccaneers defense now is going to go nickel. Sensabaugh is there to make the tackle. Falcons are at the line facing 3rd down, which was not an issue for them last week as they converted a number of times in crucial situations. Jones has handed the football coming out of the I formation. The line of scrimmage is at the 40.
Look out, they're changing the play to take advantage of something they see on the defensive side.
Complete to Calvin Johnson. First down here. Let's see what they do on 1st down following that huge play. Slashes to the left side. And here's the Buccaneers defensive lineup. They do have a tendency to give up a lot of yardage. So we'll see if this offense can take advantage today. The offense heads to the line for the 7th play of the drive. It's Bernard in the backfield.
Look at the signals. The D-line is all shifting down inside. They're expecting a run right up the middle. Good job that time by the offense. They pick up a 1st down inside the 20-yard line. Now we'll see if they can punch it in and get 7 points. Oh, look at that. Linebacker's moving around.
Throws the pass. Touchdown, Atlanta. Bolden's caught his 1st touchdown of the season.
Well, here we are. It's a tie game now. We'll see how the teams react to it. Will it be positive or negative?
Ready to step up and send this one down to the end zone. He's got a chance to return this one. Able to move past the 20 and brought down at the 23. The Buccaneers offense preparing to get this drive underway. Their last drive actually ended in a touchdown, Phil. We'll see if they still have it in them to issue a repeat performance.
Well, what you saw in that last drive was everything just came together perfectly.
Pass is intercepted. All the way home and all alone. Touchdown.
You talking about getting your team full of emotion and getting everything on your side. How about that interception by the defense and then taking it back all the way for the score?
And the kicker's ready to go. Stop him from running it out to the 20. Mark him down at the 19. The Buccaneers offense back on the field trying to make up for that costly mistake. The last time they had the ball, the turnover they committed immediately turned into points against them.
Yeah, it did, Jim, but you know what? It's not a perfect game. You got to deal with adversity when you're talking about football. So you made that mistake. Let it go and go out there, be aggressive, and see if you can score some points.
Airing it out. He reaches up and grabs it. That's his first reception today. Incredible catch there by the receiver as he goes vertical and comes down with the football and the catch.
We see these incredible catches every single week. Right now, the most talented guys in the NFL might be the wide receivers. They can just do everything. Run.
Ball is out. Recovery by the offense. What a lucky break this time. They fumble, but they recover it and maintain possession.
NFL teams, the offense, every single day they work with anybody that's going to handle the football. How to hold it, he didn't do a good job that time. That's why he fumbled.
The Buccaneers snap it at the 41. Heaving it down the field. He brings it in.
It's one thing to be able to throw the football that high and far, but it's another. He found the right receiver to throw to and put it right on the mark.
In the red zone. That long gain sets them up here on this play. They're going to run it on the toss. Sherman's brought down after picking up only a yard.
The Buccaneers, like a lot of teams in the NFL, once again in the red zone, they would love to run the football in there and score that way. Well, that time they run it, and they get very little out of it.
Stepping up to the line at the 6-yard line.
Quarterback sees something in his defense he wants to take advantage of.
2nd and goal from the 6. Force it across for the touchdown. And that touchdown, Phil, here late in the first, ties the game.
Yeah, it ties it up, and it gets them out of a little hole, and, of course, it gives the offense a lot of confidence. And on the defensive side, they have struggled early, but maybe they can start to pick things up.
Jones is going to test the coverage here. And he's tackled just past the 20. We'll mark it at the 22-yard line. The Falcons getting ready to start this drive. It's been a good last few minutes for them, Phil. First, they had the scoring drive on their last possession, and then their defense got the ball right back to them off a turnover.
Yes, and the coaches, they got to take advantage of a situation like this. Everything is going your way. You can feel the momentum. It's building. It's on your side. So the coach has got to be aggressive in his play calls here.
That's a gain of 10. The Falcons still possess the football as we begin the second quarter. 2nd down following the run. 2 tight ends on the field here. And the second quarter is underway with this snap. Into the open. That picks up 7.
I don't think we realized how good of an athlete he was coming out of college. We never talked about his running ability, but since he's been in the pros, we see him run pretty good at it.
Almost to the 40 at the 39-yard line. Davis, a tight end, but now shifted into the backfield.
Look at the defensive line shifting all down to the inside. They're pinching. They're expecting a run right up the middle. Nice job that time by the tight end. Makes the catch, and you got to look out for him now in the NFL. Remember, they're usually the closest receiver to the quarterback. Quarterback gets in trouble, he's going to look for the tight end.
Newton's now completed 4 in a row.
Now he's going to change the play, and look out. I think he's going to go down the field with the football.
2nd down and 4. Newton's now going to ball this out, and the defense has it. Jones there that time for the tackle.
Just out of the first quarter, and they can stake themselves to a lead if they're able to capitalize on the fumble recovery.
Oh, absolutely. Once you get in the second quarter, the game is tied. If you're the team that can find a way to put points on the board, your chances of winning are greater.
Loss of 5 on the play. Has the reception all alone.
When the defense is going to play safe and they don't want you to run by them, you've got to be able to throw these out routes where the receiver's cutting towards the sideline and the quarterback stick it in there.
Winston's all by himself in the backfield for this snap. Set up screen. Khalid's the one who made the big stop.
Quarterback should have never thrown at that time. Even though he completes the pass, he should have seen the defense was right there. A loss of a couple yards.
For this play, they'll go with 2 tight ends. Here's the handoff. And gains maybe 4.
Nice run that time. When you run the football like this, over a period of time, it's going to wear that defense out. There's no doubt about it. Nice job by the offensive line.
3rd and 7. Intercepted.
Early in the second, and the offense looks to break the tie after the defense gets them the ball back.
Well, it's about time somebody in this game just takes control of the situation. And what better opportunity than right now, after that interception, go out there and make a play and take the lead.
No margin for error here with the offense.
Jim, look at that. The defensive line all shifting down inside. They're expecting a run right up the middle.
Looking across the middle, and that's a gain of 10.
Running backs are such a big part of the pass game now in the NFL. Look at this play, able to take a short catch and get a long gain out of it. Nice job by the running back.
The offense is set at the line for the first down after that completion. Wide to the left. He's averaging 5 yards per carry on the day.
This is one good tackling defense. They stay in good position at all times, and we saw it that time when they stopped the play for a short gain.
After the 2-yard carry, it sets up 2nd down and 8.
When linebackers move around like this, you know what it means? Nothing confuses no one.
Coleman's taking the handoff. They knock him down behind the line of scrimmage.
The Buccaneers defensive coordinator, my gosh, he is one happy guy. Anytime you get in the backfield and stop a runner and make him lose yards, that's some good stuff.
On the way, 3rd down. Newton standing back in the shotgun, ready for the snap. Locked in on the football and has hold of it with 2 hands. That was a big gainer. Now it's time to back it up.
The quarterback, he's changing the play with the wide receiver with those hand signals.
And now Newton's going to take off. And he gains maybe 3.
Well, if you force him out of the pocket and you force him to run, he'll do it, and he's pretty good at it. Good job.
It's now 2nd down. The Buccaneers defense brings in an extra member of the secondary. They'll go nickel. And now Cam Newton with the deep throw. Play number 6 coming up on this drive.
D-line is shifting inside. They're pinching. I think they're expecting a run up the middle.
Newton's on the move. Levante David with the sack.
We got to give that defensive front a lot of credit, man. They are pushing. They're getting after it. They know it's probably going to be a pass on 3rd down, and they get back to the quarterback and take him down.
He's going to try and return this punt. That's a gain of 10. The Buccaneers offense can reignite things now after last time moving the football only to throw a drive-ending interception.
And this is what this defense lives on. They thrive on it. They let you move the football a little bit, but they wait for that mistake. Is that mistake going to be an offensive penalty, a drop pass? At that time, it was an interception, so that's what this defense does, and they do it well.
The corners retreating. The Falcons lined up in the nickel from the shotgun. Makes the reception. He is tackled at the 40-yard line.
Arm strength is a nice thing to have when the window of opportunity is very small. Quarterbacks with strong arms can still fire it in there. Nice throw right on target by the QB.
Winston's completion percentage, 60% on the day. First down at the 40. They'll go ground. Charging ahead. He's brought down at the 20-yard line.
The Buccaneers offensive line will be whooping it up tomorrow when they watch this play in the film room. What a good job by them. Excellent planning and awesome execution.
The offense back to the line of scrimmage after going for more than 40 yards on the previous play. That leads us to second down. The Buccaneers in the pistol. Takes it on the counter for about 4. Timeouts called, and we're going to step aside. Be back in just a moment. Third down on the way.
Quarterback likes what he sees out there outside. He's changing the play with the wide receiver.
Winston's on the move. Tamba Hali brings the quarterback down.
Well, that time the quarterback is sacked on the third down, and that's, of course, that's bad. But the good thing is he did not try to force the football down the field and get the turnover.
No doubt about it. Put 3 on the board.
And taking the lead just before the half will definitely have them feeling a little more positive as they head into the break.
Oh, yeah, it gives you a little pep in your step, no question about it. Nothing like leading at halftime, knowing that all the work you did during the week has got you in a good frame of mind right now.
And he'll step out of bounds. That return's good for about 22.
The Falcons didn't get much out of that last drive, so now here they come again on offense. I'm sure they're going to be a little bit more of an urgency to the offense this time.
Well, I'll just say this to you, Jim Nance. I sure hope so. After that last drive, that was just too generic, wasn't very well thought out, and they got to change what they're doing on the offensive side.
Got to give that defense a little credit, though, don't you?
Well, yeah, the defense did its job, but that was pretty easy.
The Buccaneers decide to take a timeout here, leaving them with only 1. Second down here.
Good job by the defensive line, shifting all down inside. I think they're expecting a run up the middle.
Coleman's met after a gain of 3. That's a timeout by the defense. After that last run, it sets up 3rd and 6. The Buccaneers go with the dime formation here on defense.
Cam Newton takes it from the shotgun.
Comes down with the defender tips it out.
Got to give the defense a lot of credit there, don't you, Jim? They are all over the receivers, all over the field, nowhere to throw it, and it just results in an incompletion.
This punt will not be returned. It will never see the field of play as it sails out of bounds.
The Buccaneers are going to line up. Close game, second quarter. The score's 17-14. First down at the 34. They're setting up screen. Gains 16.
Good job that time by the ball carrier, picking up what he can, and he is very smart. Gets out of bounds and stop the clock.
Coming to the line right at the 50. First and 10. Winston's running away from the pressure. And it's batted down. Falcons with a nickel look here on defense. Second and 10. Here's the handoff, and they'll run it. That's a gain of 6. And with these incredible rushing numbers, it's no surprise to see this team on top.
They are dominating on the offensive line. There's no question about that. They're being very physical, and that's why they're leading this football game.
They're set to punt it away now. They'll take it at the 20. The Falcons offense is on the field, hoping to erase the memory of their last drive, which was completely unproductive, a quick 3-and-out.
Yeah, it was. I don't know if they can erase this defense. This defense is pretty good. We saw that in the last drive. They got good players, and they're pretty excited, so this is going to be tough on the offense.
First down at the 20. Catch made out to Johnson, and he heads to the sidelines, out of bounds.
So far, wonderful execution of this drive. When you get a chance to get out of bounds, here the offensive player got the yardage, had a chance, gets out of the bounds, stops the clock. Good job by the offense.
Newton's completion percentage, 70% on the day. After that grab, it's now second down and 2. Newton lines up in the pistol.
Doesn't like what he sees on the defensive side, so he is changing the play to the receivers by giving him hand signals.
The offense needs 2 yards here on third down following the incompletion. The Buccaneers sat at the line. Dime package. Looking long to Julio Jones. One-handed grab. Touchdown. A big touchdown right there. They're almost sure to take the lead to the locker room with that score.
All touchdowns are big, man. They're all exciting. They all make you feel great. And right now, the offense, they are feeling great about what they did on that last drive.
Signals right away. Fair catch. The Buccaneers stalled on their last drive, forced to punt. So now the offense comes back out onto the field.
Yeah, they're coming back out. They lack confidence, and I understand why. They came out, couldn't get anything done. The defense was flying around, making the plays. They got to change the tempo of this game.
Gets it out for the completion. We've reached the intermission. And soon we'll be sending you to Larry Ridley, who's going to break down all the first half highlights as we send it to Orlando in a moment. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Able to move past the 20 and brought down at the 23. The Buccaneers talk things over at the intermission, and I'm sure one of the first orders of business was to try to figure out a way to get this offense going, Phil.
Absolutely. That's what you want to do, and I think you do that by play call. So the coach, they have many plays that we call drive starters. Catch the defense by surprise, They need to call one of those right here and right now to get this offense going. Big first down by the offense that time. Here in the second half, they're losing a close game, and you get that first down. It just gives you confidence. It opens up the playbook, and it just gives you a better chance of going down the field and getting the score.
Winston's completion percentage, 60% on the day. Looking to go deep. Tough catch. How about how high he went up in the air to get that one?
Unbelievable job that time. And again, that's part of every offense now in the NFL. It wasn't like that when I played. We didn't have guys that could go up and make catches like that. Anytime your team is down, you're inside the other team's red zone, you look for one of your star players, your quarterback, wide receiver, or running back. They need to make a big play here.
The football sits at the 3. Playing press coverage to the outside. Ready to make the stop on the goal line. Loading up that defensive front.
Well, that last play almost got them in here. And when you look at this, what do? Well, you just want to punch it in. There's a lot of different scenarios. You could do a play-action fake, probably get somebody wide open, or have a running back just jump over the top for the touchdown.
Not even a foot away. Third and goal from the 1. They've got him behind the line of scrimmage.
I think the big decision is now, Jim, do you kick the football, take the 3 points, or do you go for it on fourth down? To me, you kick the football and get 3 points on the board.
The offense is still on the field right now. Fourth down, and they'll need to pick up 2. The defense is ready to plug up the middle here on the goal line. And intercepted.
You got to stay aggressive on the defensive side. That time the defense did. Even though the offense was going in to score, they come up with the big play, and they get the interception inside their own 20-yard line.
First down now in a dangerous spot here. The Falcons at the line of scrimmage with their set of receivers in a bunch formation. From the gun, Newton. It's Matthews on the receiving end. Second down, and they must be careful at this point. Second down and 7. Coleman's going to take the handoff now. And that's David in on the stop.
Well, that short gain is going to come in handy for the offense. Even if they don't get a first down, those couple yards will make a punting situation a lot easier for them.
Backs to the wall on third down. Press coverage all the way. Newton's setting up now in the pistol.
The quarterback's picked up on something. He's changing the play here.
Play clock's running down. Jones there to catch a ball that had a lot of heat on it.
Keep the momentum on your side. You got a lead here in the second half. Nice play that time. You pick up the first down. Let's see if you can take advantage of it.
Newton's completion percentage, 70% on the day. First down at the 22. Coleman's got it on the handoff. A tackle behind the line. The Falcons lead right now, but you will see that not everything is going their way. Coleman's had a tough one, especially down the stretch. If they want to control the game, you have to think they're going to go back to him for some more touches and try to get it right.
That's right. Keep giving him the football. Keep mixing the plays up. Don't get obvious in your play calls. If you do, the defense will have everything on their side. The Falcons really got it going now. They got confidence. They got momentum. They got a small lead here in the second half. And that first down, what does it do? It just gives the offensive coordinator confidence. And, of course, this quarterback, he is always ready to go.
Newton's now completed 4 in a row. Wilson with the reception. Wilson's tackled down at the 45. That's his first reception today. Play number 6 coming up on this drive. They bring in the extra tight end. 2nd and 4. Vernon Davis hauls it in. And the offense will need 3 yards here on 3rd down after the completion. The Buccaneers defense now is going to go nickel. And a flag is down.
That time on 3rd and short, the offense throws the football. That just shows you no faith in their running game. Didn't think they could move the defense back, so they throw it, and the pass is incomplete. Now it's 4th down.
The final 30 seconds of the 3rd quarter, and it's a 1st down. Newton in shotgun formation. It's Chris Matthews with the catch. In plus territory at the 49. Falcons come to the line, and they put their receivers in a bunch formation. Luke Wilson has the catch. Wilson's met after a gain of 8. The Falcons offense tries to continue some momentum, still possessing the football as the final quarter gets underway. It'll be 3rd down. The Buccaneers packing the box here. 46 formation.
Well, that's a good job by the linebackers moving around. They're trying to confuse the offensive line.
The Falcons are in front thanks to their quarterback. Newton's been unstoppable so far.
He has been unstoppable, hasn't he? When your quarterback is hot, keep giving the football to him. They've done it, and he has rewarded the coaches.
1st down and 10. Cam Newton unleashes the long pass. Marching down the field and taking their time. The Buccaneers defense brings in an extra member of the secondary. They'll go nickel. He'll throw it over the middle. A nice grab. No doubt he was going to hold on to that one.
When you have an offense like this that just keeps getting 1st downs, not only are they moving in scoring position, but they're giving their defense a lot of rest. Jim, the offensive coordinator, has done a terrific job so far here today. He's got his team winning. They're in the red zone. Let's see how clever he's going to be on this call. This has been a nice little drive by the offense. They started out in bad field position. Look at them now inside the red zone. Let's see if they can pay it off.
throws it in the end zone. Touchdown. That touchdown, just a little more insurance to what already was a sizable lead, Phil.
Yeah, what a job. You know, look, they had a lot of insurance already in the bank, man. They have controlled the tempo of this game from start to right here in this period early in the fourth. And now if the defense just has anything, if they stop the opponents on this drive, this game is over.
And he's tackled just past the 20. We'll mark it at the 22-yard line. The Buccaneers offense back on the field trying to make up for that costly mistake. The last time they had the ball, the turnover they committed immediately turned into points against them.
Yeah, it did, Jim, but you know what? It's not a perfect game. You got to deal with adversity when you're talking about football. So you made that mistake, let it go, and go out there, be aggressive, and see if you can score some points. I like this. Show some patience. Don't try to get it all in one play. Pick up first downs and try to go down the field and score.
They're in the hurry-up mode. Winston's got it in the gun. With two hands, he has it. Brought down at the 29.
There has been good pass protection for the quarterback all day long. He has not been sacked much, and he throws it there and gets another completion.
First down at the 29. Going deep. Who has it? The Bucs are in for the score. Touchdown. That marks the 50th touchdown pass of his career.
Let's go.
So, put down a touchdown and a two-point conversion on that occasion.
Yeah, good job by the offense. They executed the play perfectly, and they got in the end zone, like you said, and got that 2 points.
Tate's going to run this one out. And it's the same as a touchback as he's tackled right at the 20. The Falcons ready to go on the march again, and that's exactly what they've been doing here lately. They've taken it all the way down the field on the last two possessions for touchdowns. Phil, can they make it 3 straight?
Let me say this to you, Jim. It's just not that easy. As we're watching this game and how they're playing on the offensive side, they make it look easy, but trust me, I was down there one time. It's a hard job. Look at the linebackers moving around. They're trying to confuse the quarterback.
Picks up 8 here. Falcons have been quite good all season at throwing the football, and it's been another game like that today. Newton's been efficient. He's been finding his targets, and he's getting it done.
He is showing why he's one of the better quarterbacks in the NFL. When you take his talent and you put along with it great decisions, you get something special on the field. They're changing things here. The quarterback changing. He's giving the receiver some new instructions.
And he's taken down, but not until he picks up the first.
That's a good job by the receiver, running the drag route across the field. These are not easy throws for the quarterback, but he sticks it right on him for the completion.
Newton's now completed 4 in a row. First down at the 32. And that's a gain of 13.
Jones is a great running back to have on your football team, isn't he? He goes up in there and gets the first down. Now your offense has 3 more chances.
Cam Newton takes it from the shotgun. It's Matthews on the receiving end. That's his 3rd catch of the day.
Trying to get extra yards after the catch. And when you can break tackles like this, that's an excellent job by the wide receiver.
Newton's completion percentage, 80% on the day. We're late in the game, and the offense is in no hurry. First down at the 43. Alexander's there to take him down. And the timeout is called, so we're going to take a quick break and return in just a moment. Second down after going to the ground game the first play. The clock's really become a factor here, and the defense knows it has to get off the field as soon as possible to give the team a chance. Tackle's made, and the first down is picked up. Defense now signaling for a timeout. The line of scrimmage, the 32-yard line. And Davis is a tight end, but lined up in the backfield for this play.
He's going to get another carry. He's averaging about 3 yards a carry on the day.
Timeout called by the defensive unit.
The offense heads to the line for the 7th play of the drive.
The Falcons come to the line with a bunch set. The Falcons take it from the 28. Jones is going to pull in the bullet pass.
Well, when you get a couple first downs on a drive, it just, of course, it makes you feel good about what you're doing. It loosens up the offensive play caller, and there's nothing like dictating to the defense. I love it.
Newton's completed his last 6 passes. Now 1st and 10. Gets the handle here.
Coming to the line at the 18.
Oh, you see the linebackers moving around. I think they're trying to confuse the offensive line.
Johnson's brought down after picking up 6 on this play. 2 minutes to go before this one's in the books. That is play number 10 on this drive.
Look out, they're changing the play to take advantage of something they see on the defensive side.
Wilson with the reception. That's been the story of this game. Another 3rd down conversion to move the chains.
This has been a long drive so far.
First and goal from the 1.
Second down now. Takes the knee.
It was a nail-biter. It wasn't pretty, but it goes down as a victory.
It's even sweeter when you win a close game in the league because you know how hard it is. And to make that one play, that was the difference. Whew, a lot of joy in the locker room.
So for Phil Simms and all the crew at EA Sports, Jim Nantz saying so long for now.